his Son into the world, not to condemn the world, but so that through him the world might be saved. History is full of events that illustrates part of today's gospel. The Nazi Holocaust, the Soviet genocides, apartheid, the slave trade, ethnic cleansing, just some of the examples are human cruelty and attraction to evil. As Jesus said, human beings have shown that they prefer darkness to light because their deeds were evil. All these things were and are based on lies. The lie that one person can be inferior to another simply because of their race or their colour, or because they hold a different political opinion, or because they are simply defenceless. This is darkness and evil on a colossal, worldwide scale. But we are all wounded by original sin and its effects. In each one of us there is darkness as well as light. We often struggle to do the right thing. We often choose a lesser good. And if we're honest, we can all think of times when we have been unjust or selfish or cruel. To be human, then, is to be involved in this struggle, both outside of us and inside of us. St. Paul summed it up when he said, I can understand my own behaviour. I fail to carry out the things I want to do, and I find myself doing the very things I hate. But the good news of Jesus Christ is that the darkness will not win. At the very beginning of John's Gospel, we find Jesus described as the light that has come into the world, a light that shines in the dark, a light that the darkness could not overpower. And this theme of light and darkness continues throughout the Gospel, always with the assurance that God will triumph in the life, death and resurrection of Christ. Because God creates everything, and therefore everything created is good. Evil has no inner power of its own. It always depends on trying to ruin something that is good. However, since sin and evil came into the world in order to save us, Christ chose to experience all the darkness that evil brings into human life. Betrayal, suffering, death. Out of love for us, he looked into the heart of darkness and did not flinch. We might even say he looked back with the look of love, as he cried out while he was being tortured to death on the cross, Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do.